Hello, and welcome to the BMC Quick Course Series. My name is Ken Zolkowski, and I'm a lead product developer based in San Jose, California. Total Object Manager, or TOM, is a component of MainView Auto Operator. TOM maintains the availability of resources such as started tasks and USS processes in the ZOS systems that make up your enterprise. In this session, I'll show you how you can use user properties to define object dependencies. BMC requires that you are at the put 1301B maintenance level and have PTF BQO 1227 applied before employing user properties for an object. We also recommend that you place the TOM address spaces running in the TOMplex into NFM mode to avoid possible delays and failures caused by NQ contention. For more information on the use of NFM mode, see the technical bulletin at the URL shown here. An object's dependency defines when the object should be started. You can define an object's dependency through the user interface on the Dependency Information panel or by using the TOM function add or TOM function change API services. Define dependency entries for the child object. Child objects name their parents, but parent objects do not name their children. Let's imagine that we have two objects that we want to be in a parent-child relationship. The child cannot exist without the parent. Both objects are normal type objects and have a single system in their valid systems list. Let's define object MAMKZ004 as a child that is dependent on the parent object MAMKZ003. To define the dependency, specify parent object MAMKZ003 by entering it in the parent object or set name field on the specify parent property panel. We want this dependency to be honored whenever the parent is active, so we will specify a condition of equal and enter active in the property value field. When the parent object is active, TOM will ensure that the child object is also active in the system. Another way to specify a dependency is through the add API function. Here's a simple example of how to define an object that is dependent upon another object that has already been defined in the definition base. Populate the line.dep local variables to specify the parent object name, property, and value. Name MAMKZ004 in the TOMEXEC add statement as the object to be added to the definition base. Run the exec, and MAMKZ004 will be added to the definition base. It will be dependent upon MAMKZ003. We could get the same result using the change API function. Populate the line.dep local variables to specify the parent object name, property, and value. Name MAMKZ004 in the TOMEXEC change statement as the object to be changed in this definition base. Run the exec, and MAMKZ004 will be changed in the definition base. It will be dependent upon MAMKZ003. You can set more complex dependencies. Let's look at another example. We want the child MAMKZ004 active only when the IMS start type is warm and the parent is active. The last start type for IMS can be found in shared variable QIMSSTA. But you can't specify a dependency on the value of a shared variable. So, how can we instruct TOM to make MAMKZ004 active only when IMS has been warm started? We can set user properties. A user property is an optional attribute of an object that another object can use to specify a dependency relationship. An object can have as many user properties as needed, and a user property can be referenced by as many objects as needed. The best time to define a user property is when you define the parent object. On the Specify Dependencies panel for MAMKZ003, use an edit line command for the user properties field. Remember that the user property that we are going to depend upon is associated with the parent object MAMKZ003 and not the child object MAMKZ004. Edit the user properties for MAMKZ003 and add a new entry. Specify the name. This can be any 1 to 8 character value. In this case, we are using the name uprop. The value we are going to associate with uprop is not available. Any automation you write will change the property value as needed. Changes in the user property value will be used to indicate if the dependency upon this object is being met or not. After you save this change, you can obtain the user property from the registry. Now we can reference this user property in the child object MAMKZ004. To do this, edit the definition for MAMKZ004 on the Specified Dependency Information panel. Use the Edit Line command for the dependency field under the Object Dependency Information section. Enter the name of the parent object and indicate that the dependency will be based on a user property. In this case, we are using the user property name uprop that is associated with the parent object MAMKZ003. The child object shown here is MAMKZ004. Tom will ensure that MAMKZ004 is running if the value of uprop equals available. When you specify a user property, any value in the OnSystem field is ignored. This field is used only when the @status property is specified. We can also specify user properties using the Change API function. Enter MAMKZ003 as the name of the parent of MAMKZ004. uprop is the name of the user property that we defined for MAMKZ004. When the value associated with uprop for MAMKZ004 equals the value of available, then the dependency has been met. When the dependency has been met for the two objects, then Tom will make sure that MAMKZ004 is running in the system. We have defined the user property for the parent object MAMKZ003 and the dependency relationship for the child object MAMKZ004. The next step is to identify when and how to change the value of the user property. The value of the user property will either be not available when the dependency between MAMKZ003 and MAMKZ004 is not met, or available when the dependency is met. We need an exec that will change the value of uprop for MAMKZ003 for the appropriate conditions. Place this exec into one of the data sets in the sysproc concatenation for the auto-operator paths. When this exec runs, the value of uprop changes to available when the shared variable QIMSSTA has a value of warm and Tom is calling this exec from the post start point. Under any other condition, the value of uprop will be changed to not available. Next, we need to set up automation to schedule the exec for processing as soon as MAMKZ003 becomes active. We will set a post-start exec for MAMKZ003. On the specified post-start command panel, enter setprop uprop in the exec field. This post-start command action should take place as soon as the status of MAMKZ003 changes to active, because the interval is set to 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. When the post-start action occurs, the setprop exec will be scheduled for execution. When the value associated with uprop changes to available, the dependency between MAMKZ003 and MAMKZ004 has been met. If MAMKZ004 is not running in the system, then Tom will start it. We also want to change the parent's definition to not available when the parent is about to be stopped by Tom. It's important for this to happen at the appropriate time to ensure that no matter which kind of stop is issued against MAMKZ004, KZ003, dependency order or no dependency order, its children will stop and will remain stopped until the dependency is met again. The best place to change the user property to not available is at the pre-stop command point. On the specified pre-stop command panel, define a pre-stop command that will schedule the setPropExec to set the value of uprop to not available. This pre-stop command action should take place just before the status of MAMKZ003 changes from active. When the pre-stop action occurs, the setPropExec will be scheduled for execution. When uprop changes to not available, the dependency between MAMKZ003 and MAMKZ004 becomes false. If MAMKZ004 is running, Tom will stop it. Thank you for your time. For more information on any BMC mainframe product, please visit the URL shown here.